Hey, welcome back to Simply Best Of. In today's video, we are going to review some of the top tooth replacement options. So these are options when you need a quick fix, something you can do at home. Maybe you have a job interview coming up or a big event, or maybe you just had an accident and there was an emergency and you just need to fill in where your tooth used to be. So these are temporary options. We reviewed over a dozen different brands. These are going to be the top 3. So let's get started. Okay, so before we get into our top 3 choices, there are a few things that we looked for during our review process and a few things that I think you might want to look into as well. And the number 1 thing was the bead quantity and quality. You're going to want to make sure that these beads that they use are third-party tested, that they're safe to put in your mouth. You don't want to just go throwing anything in there. And the quantity of the beads that you get, it varies wildly from between the different brands that we tested. So that's the number 1 thing to look for. And if you're not familiar with these type of beads, they're little white plastic polymer pellets, and there's thousands of them. What you do is, with all the brands, you heat them up and you mold them into either, if you just want to cover up a cracked tooth or you want to fix a gap, and you basically just mold them while they're hot until they start to solidify as they cool down, and then you put them in your mouth. So that leads us right into the ease of use. So some of these different manufacturers had great instructions, great video tutorials, and others, we tested quite a few of them, but you can see on the Amazon reviews as well that people just were not satisfied with the training that was out there and had a difficult time matching them up, not only in the size and shape, but the color of their teeth, because not everyone has perfectly white teeth, and that's what these end up looking like right off the bat. And then the third thing that we looked for was value. Was there any freebies included? How many beads did we get? What was shipping? All that kind of stuff. So we hope you guys enjoy what we found for you, and let's dig into the first one. Okay, so number 3 on the list is the Amazing Kit, and that's literally the name of the company, is Amazing Temporary Tooth Kit. The Amazing Kit had a good value. It came in at about half the cost of what the number 2 option is, which you'll see in a minute. But they were a bit too hard. The pellets were hard to form in our hands quickly. The pellets were just harder for some reason, so you had to get them really hot and then they cooled quickly, so we couldn't get them to quite form the way that we wanted. There was also a lesser amount of beads than I would have hoped for. I would have hoped for probably twice as many. But all in all, pretty good kit. It works fairly well, and it's a good value for the price. Okay, so number 2 on our list was Temp Tooth. And Temp Tooth is probably the most well-known brand out there when it comes to a temporary tooth replacement solution. And what we like about their kit is their beads are easy to mold. They give you some free dental tools. The instructions are good. But what we don't like about Temp Tooth is the price. The price is almost twice as much as that of the third option. And you really don't get a whole lot more other than the Temp Tooth name and some good instructions. So maybe for your first time purchasing a tooth repair kit, this would be a good option. But once you understand the basic idea of how to mold and shape your teeth, maybe you go for our number 1 choice after that. Okay, and our number 1 choice, dun, 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 is Smile Renewed. And Smile Renewed, what we liked about them is we got almost double the amount of beads in our Smile Renewed kit at about half the cost of that of Temp Tooth. And the beads seem almost the same, almost exactly the same as far as the consistency and moldability. Smile Renewed also included a free toothbrush. They wrote us, we had a handwritten note in our package. But here's the big bummer about Smile Renewed. They are not on Amazon yet. So it did take a few days to get our package, but we had questions about how to do our, with our tooth. We called them, they answered the phone right away. So all in all, we had a really great experience with Smile Renewed, and that is our number 1 suggestion. So we hope you guys found these reviews helpful. If you did, please leave us a like, comment, share, subscribe, whatever you can do to just help us out. We really want this channel to grow. It's a newer channel, and just getting your feedback really helps our YouTube algorithm to boost us up in the results. So thanks, and hopefully come back soon.